James Weldon Johnson, an African-American writer and diplomat, authored the poetry collection God's Trombones, 7 Negro Sermons in Verse, 1927. This work includes a preface, an introductory prayer, and 7 poems characterized by Johnson's distinctive style, which draws heavily from the Black preaching tradition, incorporating both thematic and formal elements. The collection deeply relies on biblical narratives and symbols, serving as a testament to the influence of Black preachers on the American literary landscape. God's Trombones is often regarded as Johnson's magnum opus, standing alongside Autobiography of an Ex-Colored Man. Both works delve into the concept of race and the transformative potential of language to reshape its historical, intellectual, and spiritual implications. The collection commences with a preface where Johnson reminisces about the sermons he encountered during his childhood. He likens Black preachers to trombones, asserting that the timbre of the trombone closely emulates the human voice compared to other musical instruments. Among the sermons etched in Johnson's memory is one that narrated the story of Adam and Eve's creation, humanity's expulsion from the Garden of Eden, the consequences of the fall from grace during events like the Exodus and the Passion of Christ, culminating in the promise of Judgment Day. This sermon loosely forms the connecting thread between the poems within the book. Following the preface, a verse prayer titled Listen, Lord, a prayer ensues. The speaker, a woman, implores God for wisdom to bestow upon the preacher. The main body of the collection comprises 7 poems: The Creation, The Prodigal Son, Go Down Death, A Funeral Sermon, Noah Built the Ark, The Crucifixion, Let My People Go, and The Judgment Day. Although Johnson identified as agnostic, he clarified that the biblical themes present in his poems and their sermon-like forms aim to convey the potent essence of the Black oral tradition. Each poem takes the form of a live transcript of a sermon delivered within a church, adorned with punctuation and line breaks that capture the distinct rhythm and tone of the preacher. The initial poem, The Creation, recounts the Genesis narrative, commencing with God's forging of light, celestial entities, the earth, and its inhabitants, including Adam, though notably omitting the creation of Eve. Johnson employs imagery of the rural American South, placing humanity's inaugural dwelling in a cypress swamp. This locale mirrors where Johnson himself resided and attended sermons during his youth. Transitioning to the second poem, The Prodigal Son, the narrative veers away from the confines of the Bible, incorporating allusions to world history such as Babylon and artistic facets of Black history like brass blues bands. This poem transpires within a nightclub situated in Johnson's contemporary Harlem. Go Down Death, A Funeral Sermon, the third poem, portrays a nun on her deathbed. God dispatches death to earth to escort her to heaven. The ensuing 2 poems, Noah Built the Ark and The Crucifixion, reconfigure these 2 biblical narratives within modern allegorical frameworks. Let My People Go references the account of Moses and the Pharaoh, while The Judgment Day serves as a potent admonition, resembling the traditional fire and brimstone sermons ingrained in the biblical tradition of the American South. The final lines of the poem comprise the preacher cautioning a congregation of sinners to turn to God before it's too late. God's Trombones effectively conveys the vast spectrum of potency that Johnson discerned within the Black preaching tradition, seamlessly interweaving the evocative tales of the King James Bible, a work frequently invoked within this tradition. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.